What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla and what I think is going to play out for the near term and long term future for Tesla. I'm going to go over what the mainstream media has been saying about Tesla as well, and what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend, Elon Musk, has been tweeting about Tesla and how that may affect the overall share price very, very soon. Now, before I talk about what's going to play out for Tesla, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial lucrative taxation expert, so do not take this as financial lucrative taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see movies like this and on stream. Benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla from a one-day perspective, we can see that we are in the red right now. I'm looking at the 1 minute candles to show more and more detail. We had quite a bit of volatility in the very beginning. We dropped right before the market opened to $1,146. Then we had some volatility. Then we ended up dropping once again down to $1,152, ran up again, and then we closed right at $1,172. So there are people buying the dips in Tesla. There's still some buying pressure there if you look at the overall volume. But then at the same time, there is some, pieces of news that came out that did bring the price down. Overall, we're down 3.03% for the day, closing at $1,172. Now, if you look at the MACD, guys, and if we zoom out, the MACD is still showing that Tesla's in a bullish cycle. But the thing is, we're in a very, very weird scenario right now because there are lots and lots and lots of, I don't want to say bad pieces of news, but more like pieces of news that could kind of bring the price down because of things that just came out. And it's not that Tesla did things wrong. It's more like there are external things and the media is just bashing Tesla over some things that have been happening. And that just changes my entire sentiment in this position. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't believe in Tesla because I'm very bullish for the upcoming weeks, upcoming months, upcoming years for Tesla. I'm extremely, extremely bullish. I think Kathy Wood is right about Tesla hitting around $3,000 by 2025. I'm very bullish, guys. But for the short term, I still have a different opinion. If we look at the MACD, once again, it's still showing that we're in this bullish cycle. But at the end of the day, this could flip at any given moment after what the news just said. And the RSI is showing less strength right now, which means we could see a bit of a dip before it continues on the upward trend. But the reason I'm talking about that, and before I talk about prices, I have to talk about what on earth is going on because there are tons of things happening to Tesla right now, guys. And it was just in the scope of within 24 hours, big pieces of news just came out. And I really want you guys to know that there has been a bit of a change in sentiment. So first off, The Verge noted that Tesla starts selling home charger that works with other EVs. It's a J1772 wall charger. They're selling it for $415, and that was a big piece of news that just came out. And this is actually something that's really good for Tesla. It uses a standard J1772 connector, and it's not Tesla's proprietary one, meaning that it should work fine with other electric cars as well in North America. And this was spotted by Electric, and it basically has a level 2 charger. That means it's very good for Tesla, and this could be absolutely awesome. So there was one piece of really good news that just came out. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but then look at this right over here. Unfortunately, guys, there was a bad piece of news that came out. Tesla has recalled 11,706 vehicles, and this just came out a few hours ago. They recalled 11,706 vehicles over full self-driving beta software bug that just came out. There's some phantom braking that has been happening, which could be potentially dangerous in my opinion. But overall, full self-driving beta, it's very, very safe. There are just a few bugs here and there, which is why the recall happened. But I don't want you guys to just change your opinion and give up on it. We're still in the beginning phases right now, and there's still insane potential for the future. But from a technical standpoint, this is not good news for Tesla's share price, and this could lead to a drop coming up quite soon. Now, when news like this comes out, Tesla could drop over a period of a couple of days. And even though this does happen, the safety recall affects the Model S, the Model X, and the Model 3 vehicles built between 2017 and 2021, and the Model Y vehicles would be between 2020 and 2021, and they're using a 2021.36.5.2. That's a different software that's more improved, but there are still many, 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 improvements that need to be made. So I'm not going to go into full detail about this, but I just want to put it out there, guys. They're doing this for the safety of their people, and this is something that isn't great news. Additionally, there was some kind of bad news that come. I wouldn't say it's bad news. I wouldn't say it's great news either, but this did lead to a emotional change in Tesla. Basically, Yahoo Finance says that Tesla dips following delays in Hertz partnership. It says while experiencing increased valuations from its announced partnership with Hertz, Tesla begins a slight drop as the deal is not finalized yet. And I'm going to actually go into more detail about this regarding what Elon Musk said, because Elon Musk did tweet about this, right? And I'm just going to go into more detail, but I just want to put it out that the news has been just absolutely hammering Tesla over this. They've been exaggerating, but there were some news sources that said something very different. And I want to talk about that right now. So basically, CNBC said something different. They said that Hertz says Tesla's already starting delivering cars, even though Elon Musk says there's no signed deal yet. Hertz is basically saying something different. And to me, guys, it doesn't necessarily matter. I did not see this as bad news. Why is this not bad news? Because we know that Hertz is very committed into buying the EVs, the Teslas. They're very, very committed. And maybe it's not a in a signed contract yet. Maybe Elon Musk said that because he's being pragmatic and trying to tell the truth to people. He's not trying to lie to them and give them false expectations. But maybe that's happening. But at the end of the day, it's not bad news because it's not like the deal is canceled. The deal is still almost complete. Hertz already agreed to it. They're just waiting on finishing all the final paperwork. So to me, it's just not a bad deal. But anyways, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail, like I said before, when I talk about the Elon Musk tweets. So don't pay way too much attention to this article. I'm going to go specifically over what Elon Musk said about this. Now, before I go over the Elon Musk tweets, let's look at one last article. It states that Tesla opens superchargers to other EV brands in pilot project. Now, this news article did come out today. This was reported yesterday as well. But I just want to put it out there that, as promised, Tesla is starting to open its supercharger network to non-Tesla vehicles. I believe it started off in the Netherlands, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. It started off in 10 locations in the Netherlands specifically. First in Holland, it's leading with EU charging points per capita of about 75,000 stations, almost one third of the entire EU. Now, obviously the Netherlands is doing really well in this, and then it also improves Tesla's sentiment in Europe and their exposure in Europe. So I just want to put it out there that there were pieces of news just reporting this right now, even though this was released yesterday. So the news is still spreading about this, which was why there were good pieces of news that may have that may have basically explained why there was quite a bit of volatility in the one-day chart, just like this. And even though there was a bit of a dip, it's not necessarily a horrible dip. We're only down 3%. But then if you zoom out to the 3 month chart, for instance, we're still way in the green, almost twice where we were 3 months ago, guys. So Tesla is still doing extremely well. But anyways, let's get on with the Elon Musk tweets right over here. Basically, there has been more discussion about objections to the Tesla Giga Berlin plant. And Elon Musk put this on his Twitter and he replied, Sigh, what they are doing is just not right. And Elon Musk is basically showing his frustration to this, and this is the reason why. So basically, the Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin is facing many delays in Germany as the public discussions have been repeated. And it says right over here, in an effort to protect itself and Tesla from future legal attacks from critics of the plant's construction, the state environmental agency has adjusted their approval processes. So this basically delays construction and so on and so forth. And that's not that great for Tesla, as there is a delay in construction. That's the simplest way for me to put it. I'm not going to go into full detail about the legal consequences or anything like that, but this isn't horrible news, because once this comes out, we're not well aware of how long this is going to last. Right now, it's estimated that the discussion began on the 2nd, and it may last for another 3 weeks until the end of November 22nd, or maybe even later. So it's a small delay. It's not like it's delayed by months, but if anything, it is a bit of a bad piece of news, so to speak, but it's not horrible. So it's nothing too bad, but there were some bad news, like I said before. But, anyways, this is what Elon Musk said in his tweet, okay? Basically, Tesla Silicon Valley Club, they tweeted this: super Tesla stonks, thank you at Elon Musk. And they're showing this amazing run from Tesla, right? And then Elon Musk replied, you're welcome. If any of this is based on Hertz, I'd like to emphasize that no contract has been signed yet. Once again, guys, it's not bad news, so to speak. I don't see this as bad news. It may have led to some bad sentiment, but it's not bad news in my opinion. Tesla has far more demand than production. Therefore, we will only sell cars to Hertz for the same margin as to consumers. Hertz deal has zero effect on our economics. So it's not bad news, guys. The Hertz deal is not off. It's just that it's not officially signed yet. That's all it means. Hertz is very, very open and ready. They didn't say that they're not interested in the deal. They're very, very open. They want this deal. It's just that it's going to take a little bit of time to get all the paperwork and everything done. But Hertz, like I said before, they mentioned that Tesla's already starting deliveries. They're already ready. Even though Elon Musk did say this, could it be that Elon Musk just wanted to test the correction? Could it be that Elon Musk, there could be something else that's going on. I'm not going to go into specific detail. I don't know exactly how he thinks, but I'm just putting it out there that this is just the uncomfortable truth. And I think Elon Musk does not want us to just be overly excited over Tesla. He doesn't want Tesla to just explode over a short period of time. He wants Tesla to have a slow, gradual growth that is still very high. That's the way he sees it. So maybe he's just emphasizing the uncomfortable truth, and he wants to clear some misinformation or misunderstandings, and that's what his intention is. But guys, what nothing he said here is false, and nothing he said here means that the deal is done. So I don't see it as bad news. But when it comes to Tesla's overall share price, and let me remove these indicators and just show you the Tesla chart from the 1 day perspective. As you guys can see, this is a very emotional stock, so my sentiment has changed a little bit as well. I love Tesla. I see insane potential for the upcoming weeks, upcoming months, and upcoming year, if not many years. But I do have to mention that in the short term, I'm not sure what's going to happen because the indicators are still showing that it's like very, very bullish, but the RSI is showing a drop in its strength. In fact, that to me, and actually I have to bring up the 6 month chart to show you that, but there's a bit of a drop right over here, as you could see, which means that we could see a little bit of downside. We could see Tesla drop a little bit, but that's not necessarily the end for Tesla. It could drop maybe for the next few days, but then eventually it's going to come up very, very quickly. It's going to recover very fast, guys. So I'm not worried whatsoever. I just want to put it out there that not every day Tesla is going to be in the green, even though it's a great company. There are going to be times where it drops just a little bit. So obviously, the levels of support and resistance are not extremely clear right now when it's above 1100, but we could see that. We could see that Tesla could still dip a little bit. And that to me is not a bad thing because there are going to be times where stocks drop a little bit, but it's going to have a very fast recovery, guys. Within a week or two, this thing will easily go back to the 11, I mean, excuse me, 1200s. There we go, 1200s. So many numbers, it was just throwing me off. This thing will easily go back to the 1200s, if not even higher, 1250s, if not all-time highs very, very soon. It's just that there were bad pieces of news. Elon Musk did want to confirm something. So yeah, there's a lot of emotions going on right now. People, you know, Tesla could drop a little bit, but just don't be surprised and don't be scared. And if you are in doubt, zoom out. Look at how much Tesla has grown over the last few days. Back towards the end of October, this thing was in the 800s. We're already at 1200 and we're currently at 1172. We're still doing really good. We're not going to drop to zero. We're not going to drop to even 1,000. We're going to stay above 1100 in my opinion, and we're going to keep on running after that. I'm still very confident in this company. I still have lots and lots of conviction, but it's just a matter of time before this thing takes off, and it's going to require patience. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. Please, please, please do not let your emotions get the best of you and stay very, very strong. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you and take care, and peace out.